Last year, Oasis of the Seas got one of the largest renovations ever, and now it's time for Allure to get the same treatment. Hello everyone, my name is Brandon and welcome back to another video. If you're new here and you like cruise content, cruise news, cruise vlogs, and ship tours, make sure you click that subscribe button down below and the bell to be notified every time I upload a new video. So like I said, it's time for Allure to get some love and receive her Royal Amplification, part of Royal Caribbean's Amplification program, renovating tons and tons of ships. So Allure is currently on her transatlantic sailing over to Spain, where she's going to drop off her guests and enter a dry dock on March 13th, which is the Friday after this video is released. So a little bit of background on Allure of the Seas if you don't already know. Allure of the Seas was launched back in 2010 as the largest ship in the world. She held that title until her sisters Harmony and Symphony launched in 2016 and 2018. Overall, the Oasis class ships are all basically the same size. Each new one has gotten like 1,000 tons larger. So really, they're all exactly the same. Very small differences add up to like a very small amount of difference in size. So this amplification program from Royal Caribbean is basically, they're taking their signature ships, some of their older ships, and investing hundreds of millions of dollars to bring them up to par with some of their brand new ships, and even above what some of these ships were when they were brand new. And so the price tag on Allure's amplification is going to be $165 million, which is absolutely wild. The dry dock is going to take place in Cadiz, Spain on March 13th and end on May 19th. This is a very, very long dry dock and they've got a lot to do. Some exciting news things found on Allure of the Seas after her amplification is the portside barbecue, which is found on her sister Oasis. Oasis received that after she got her dry dock last year. Playmakers Sports Bar is a very famous bar that's found on all the amplified Royal Caribbean ships. We also have El Loco Fresh, Sugar Beach, which is a candy shop, and then we have the famous Bionic Bar, which will officially be found on all Oasis and all Quantum class ships after Allure gets this. Another addition that was added to Oasis last year that had made its way over from the Quantum class was the music hall that will be replacing the Dazzles Lounge that's found on the Allure currently. And of course, it can't be a Royal Amplification without the Perfect Storm water slides, and of course, the famous Ultimate Abyss, the 10-story slide on the back of the ship. Overall, the dry dock will be almost exactly the same as what happened to Oasis last year. My guess is that we're going to see the row of suites above the bridge that was added to Oasis last year during her dry dock. I'm sure we're going to find that Allure now. To be honest, I wasn't a big fan of those suites that are above the bridge on the Oasis after she first came out of dry dock. But over time, they did grow on me, and it does look kind of good. Just some angles, it looks kind of rough. But overall, those suites on the inside look absolutely amazing. So if you ever have the opportunity, if you ever have the money, definitely look into doing something like that. Those are some incredible, incredible looking staterooms. So after the amplification, she's going to head over and spend the summer in the Mediterranean, sailing from Barcelona. Then make her way over to Miami and spend the winter in Miami for 2020. And in summer of 2021, her sister Harmony is going to head over to Europe for the summer season. And from there, Allure is going to take her place over in Port Canaveral and spend the summer over in Port Canaveral. Now, those of you who live in Texas or sail out of the Port of Galveston very, very often, you guys are going to love this news that I'm about to give you guys. Royal Caribbean has come to an agreement for a $100 million new terminal to be added into Port of Galveston. It's going to be named Pier 10. Like I said, the cost will be $100 million. And with the arrival of this brand new terminal, Allure of the Seas will call Galveston home in the winter of 2021. I think Galveston is going to be an incredible home for Allure of the Seas. I think putting an Oasis class over in Galveston is very long overdue. I think it was really just we were waiting on a terminal to fit one of these ships. But as they say, everything is bigger in Texas, and I think Texas is very deserving of one of the largest cruise ships in the world. And so that really wraps up with Allure. So while we're on the topic of Royal Caribbean amplification, Freedom of the Seas did just wrap up her dry dock over in Cadiz and is now returned home to San Juan, and she looks fantastic. She looks so good. She did receive the Perfect Storm water slides as well as all the new restaurants and lounges on board, and she even got the blue hull paint that was found on Voyager of the Seas. So the blue hull paint comes over from basically the Oasis and the Quantum class ships. They have a little bit of blue paint on their hull, makes them look a little bit better. And I was surprised to find that was added to the Voyager of the Seas recently in her amplification, and it has made her way over to the Freedom of the Seas, and she looks amazing with that blue hull. So I'm very excited about that. It looks really, really good, and I'm pretty sure that's going to make its way around the rest of the Freedom and the rest of the Voyager class ships, which is really exciting. Also, at the same time as Allure getting her Amplification, Explorer of the Seas will be entering dry dock and receiving an Amplification as well. She's going to be up at a shipyard in the Netherlands, since Cadiz, Spain is going to be pretty much booked up for a pretty long time. At the time, the shipyard in Cadiz is going to have Allure of the Seas getting this crazy renovation, as well as Carnival Victory getting a $200 million renovation, becoming the Carnival Radiance. So a very, very busy time coming up for the shipyard over in Cadiz. March overall is just going to be really extremely busy for all these shipyards, with a total of 5 ships going into dry dock during this month. Carnival Elation is heading over to Freeport right now to get just kind of like a maintenance dry dock, get all cleaned up, and get a little bit of refurbishments. Carnival Victory is going over to Cadiz, like I said, to be turned into Carnival Radiance. We got Allure, and then we have Explorer of the Seas, and then also Aida Vita is going to be over in Dubai in the shipyard over there, getting just kind of a refresher dry dock pretty much for the most part. So that's really going to wrap up today's video. What are you excited to see on board this all-new amplified Allure of the Seas? Are you going to be sailing on her soon, or are you looking forward to seeing her? Have you sailed on her already? Let me know down in the comments. And like I said, if you liked today's video, make sure you click that like button down below. And if you're new here and you don't already, click that subscribe button for weekly cruise videos just like this one. And with that being said, thank you guys for watching, and I will be back next week. I will see you on Monday.